How you doing? This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Well, remember when Art Bell and Whitley Streiber said we'd get hurricanes reaching 200 miles an hour? And all the scientists said, it'll never happen. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just a writer and a talk show host. Well, I got news for you folks. Hurricane Patricia tonight made landfall at 6:15 Central Daylight Time near Cuixmala in the state of Jalisco, which is just south of Puerto Vallarta. Maximum sustained winds were 165 miles an hour, making Patricia the strongest landfalling hurricane ever recorded on Mexico's Pacific coastline. Patricia's winds peaked at 200 miles an hour earlier today, and the central pressure bottomed out at 879 millibars, which is 25.96 inches. The strongest winds and lowest central pressure ever recorded in the Western Hemisphere tropical cyclone. And I read on one site they said the strongest hurricane winds ever. A hurricane warning is in effect for Mexico's Pacific coast from San Blas, Nayarit State to Punta San Telmo, Michoacan State. This includes the cities of Puerto Vallarta and Manzanillo. But it's not just Mexico that's going to have a problem. Texas as well, as they're going to get hit with rains also. And some areas in Mexico could get as much as 20 inches of rain in spots. Now, where it's come ashore, it's sparsely populated, so no reports of damage yet. But this thing is going to be strong until it hits the mountains, and then it will weaken. Heavy rainfall is already soaking Texas. Independent of the hurricane, they don't need any more rain. Send it to California. Many parts of Texas, including Dallas and Houston, could see upwards of 12 inches of rain by Saturday. A flash flood would be in effect through Sunday for Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, and San Antonio. A coastal flood warning was in effect through Friday night in Corpus Christi. Galveston was under a coastal flood advisory till Saturday night. Hurricane Patricia is powerful enough to lift up automobiles, destroy homes that are not sturdily built with cement and steel, and will be able to drag along people caught outside when the storm strikes. Its power is comparable to that of Typhoon Haiyan, which left more than 7,300 dead or missing in the Philippines 2 years ago. It's moving north at 14 miles an hour and continues to have maximum sustained wind near 190 miles an hour with higher gusts. It's relatively small, with hurricane force winds only extending 30 miles in the eye, but catastrophic damage expected to occur near the landfall point. Rainfall near the coast and inland areas could reach 8 to 12 inches, causing destructive waves and flash flooding and mudslides. Forecasters warn preparations should be rushed to completion. And 3 airports in the path were shut down: Puerto Vallarta, Manzanillo, and Colima State, and Tepic and Nayarit, and Americans and others are stranded at the local airports. 900 guests had rooms at one hotel, the Sheraton in Puerto Vallarta. Many wanted to get out of town. Well, they can't. 200 to 300 are waiting at the convention center for buses to take them away ahead of Patricia. Miscommunication led several hotels to bring guests there. The building features large glass panels that can be deadly given the storm's high wind. The center was not prepared to take people. One guy had one more day left in his vacation with 17 friends and meeting here for years. They rode out another hurricane in their hotel in 2002, but have kept returning. I wouldn't return to no hurricane area. Staff from the hotels at the center waited them Friday. They are being taken to a shelter on a university campus. Residents of stretches of Mexico's Pacific coast have boarded up homes and bought supplies. In Puerto Vallarta, locals reinforced homes with sandbags and shop windows and boards and tape. Hotels rolled up beachfront restaurants. The airport was closed to all flights and almost deserted, but lines formed at a bus station by people anxious to buy their tickets to Guadalajara and other inland destinations. Evacuations were also underway in Puerto Vallarta, with officials taking people to 14 shelters, mostly in schools. Fire trucks and ambulances rolled through the streets, sirens blaring, advising people to evacuate. For Jose Manuel Ochoa, owner of chicken restaurant Ochoa Polos, and excuse my pronunciation, made up his mind, he's leaving. His family lives in their restaurant, and neighbors told him water was 5 feet deep the last time a hurricane came through. We're better off heading up there already. The whole government is telling us to leave. You have to obey. You hear that, dumb Americans? The Mexicans are telling you what to do in a hurricane. Leave! Don't hang around and have earthquakes. I mean, not earthquakes. Sorry, I got earthquakes in the mind here. Don't hang around and have hurricane parties and risk your life. At the Walmart in Manzanillo, shoppers filled carts with non-perishables as a steady rain fell outside. And one family has blocked their bottoms, their doors, their homes to keep water from entering. Manzanillo's main street floods and cuts access to a lot of other streets. It ends up like an island. So that's the news on Hurricane Patricia. If I hear any more news or get an alert, I'll let you know. Have a great evening. Stay dry, stay warm, and stay safe. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.